This may seem surprising to some, but in the animal world, males do not always take the lead. For some individuals, it is quite natural to submit to females. And we are not talking about belligerent and aggressive female leaders. In herds and families managed by females, on the contrary, everything is peaceful and calm. So what animal species live in a matriarchy? In these individuals, both males and females play important roles. Male reindeer are strong and powerful enough to protect their herds from predators or hunters. They bravely rush into battle and also fight with each other for the attention of females they like. Males are especially active during the rutting season, but they are not the leaders of the herd. Reindeer females lead their herds during migrations, and this is quite a serious, responsible job. For each migration period, they travel about 3,000 kilometers. There are many dangers waiting for them, for example, poachers, for whom horns of young animals are valuable prey, as well as melting ice, collapsing banks of reservoirs, etc. The task of the female leader is to choose the safest and most proven route for her group. Family groups of bison have an interesting composition. The head of the family is not even one female, but several, plus 2 males and the offspring that are born from them, and all the female leaders. It's interesting. When one of the pregnant females goes into labor, she leaves the herd for a secluded place and returns with her newborn cubs. While she is gone, the remaining females rule in the family group. On the territory of Russia, bison are considered to be a species on the verge of extinction. To preserve the population, these animals are bred in many nurseries across the country. When the next offspring is born in the herd, they are allowed to grow up and get stronger and then released into the wild. As a rule, these representatives of the family of ungulates inhabit rocky terrain. The territories inhabited by gorals are protected because these animals are included in the Russian Red Book. The family structure of gorals is very interesting. Males behave like real singles. After mating, they go somewhere secluded and live there on their own. Females remain in charge. They bear and give birth to offspring, and then bring up the young and manage them. These birds have very unusual and revealing habits. As a rule, in many species of birds, males have bright plumage to attract the attention of females during the breeding season. In round-necked phalaropes, everything is arranged exactly the opposite. Males look very modest and have a gray color, but females can boast of bright and beautiful plumage. But it doesn't end with just external differences. In general, females behave boldly and even bitchy. They do not submit to the males in anything. First they entice and seduce them with their bright appearance, and then they lay their eggs in the nest and leave them for the male. Free and independent, they themselves go on in search of the next suitor, and the males are left to raise their young. Another subspecies with an interesting way of life and elaborate hierarchy. The leader of the family group of orcas is the most mature female. When she passes from the category of mature and experienced to the old and weak, she passes the reins to one of her daughters. The former leader herself retires and raises her young. Male orcas are less adapted to survival than the females. Therefore, it is logical that they adopt matriarchy, and the oldest females are carefully protected by other members of the herd. Otherwise, if they die, there will be no one to raise the younger generation.